This is a first look at the upcoming Fedora 40, which brings exciting new features and significant changes compared to Ubuntu 24.04 LTS. In this video, I will be talking about the top new features of Fedora 40 planned to release on April 16. Let's get started. Fedora 40 Workstation offers the latest vanilla GNOME experience and ships with GNOME 46, which brings improvements, performance enhancements, and updates to the core GTK framework. The core components of the GNOME desktop, such as the GNOME shell and the compositor, have received several enhancements. These improvements notably provide the best Wayland experience. Thanks to new notifications that look significantly better and display additional information about the application. You get to see the app name, the icon, and the time, making the notification style more natural when compared to the older version. Every new update of Fedora comes with some new wallpapers, and this update is no exception. Inside Settings, under Appearance, you will find new wallpapers that look very good on large screen monitors. Now, this is the default system wallpaper that represents Fedora 40. GNOME 46 improves the performance of the built-in file manager application known as Nautilus. The search functionality is now much better than before. Clicking on the search icon from the sidebar allows you to search the entire file system based on the given input. You can customize this behavior by adjusting the search settings and filters. Additionally, you can now easily switch between the list or grid view without the need to reload the entire directory and feel fast when you're dealing with large directories having thousands of files and folders. Now, when you select multiple files or folders and choose to view the properties dialog, it feels much faster and takes less time to calculate the data. The Preferences panel also receives new options. For example, the date and time format is updated to provide detailed information about a file or folder, showing the date, time, size, type, and more. The GNOME Display Manager has received some improvements in GNOME 46. GDM now supports headless login sessions via remote desktop, meaning that remote users can connect and start a desktop session even if the host computer has no screen. Now, this includes support for NVIDIA GPUs. With GNOME 46, there's a new system option that groups other settings like the About page, date and time, users, region and language, and more. This is why you will find fewer setting items in the sidebar. The privacy setting is now called Privacy and Security, which includes screen lock, location, and camera settings. Additionally, the app section looks much better than before, allowing you to easily view the information and change the permissions of installed applications. And lastly, the online accounts feature brings a new UI for all these configurations and modernizes the look to make it simpler. So when connecting to cloud services, you get to see the simple user interface. If you're not a big fan of GNOME desktops, then don't worry, Fedora offers a brand new KDE Plasma 6 experience with Fedora KDE Desktop or Kinoite Atomic Desktop. Thanks to a lot of hard work from the Fedora KDE special group, and the upstream KDE project is Wayland only. Don't worry, X11 native applications will still run under Wayland. Plasma 6 brings numerous under-the-hood upgrades that improves security, efficiency, and performance along with enhanced support for modern hardware. Even though Kubuntu won't feature KDE's latest desktop environment, Fedora 40 jumped to take the leap of faith with the Wayland session. Now, if you use wget to download files, you'll be glad to hear that Fedora 40 will come with wget 2. While this new version doesn't introduce many new features, it does bring benefits like multi-threading, compression, XML site parsing, TCP fast open support, and more. The standard feature of wget 2 is its significantly improved speed compared to the previous version. Linux kernel 6.8 will ship with Fedora 40. The new kernel brings better support for CPUs and GPUs, superior power management for laptop batteries, and more improvements such as advanced networking buffers for better caching efficiency and driver fixes for the Steam controller. Also, this kernel is great because it works better with different types of hardware. For example, it now supports the Broadcom CPU used in the Raspberry Pi 5 and the Intel's Xe Graphics DRM driver. Starting with Fedora 40, the team decided to rename their immutable Linux distributions lineup called Atomic Desktops. It's a new family of Fedora spins reorganized for marketing, where some spins have been renamed for simplicity. So in one word, Fedora immutable distros are now part of Fedora Atomic Desktops. These are the four Fedora's Atomic Desktop spins: Fedora Silverblue, Fedora Kinoite, Fedora Sway Atomic, and Fedora Budgie Atomic. And these are the subtle changes starting with Fedora 40. When you connect to different Wi-Fi networks, your computer randomizes its MAC addresses for each Wi-Fi connection. This helps to keep your online activities more private by making it difficult for internet service providers to monitor your browsing habits. Also, Fedora comes with built-in support for PyTorch for seamless integration. PyTorch is a popular open-source machine learning framework and is available in Fedora Linux as easy as possible and can be installed with one easy command. In Fedora 40, there's a useful feature for power users. Sometimes on your home network, multiple machines can end up with the same IP address, causing network issues. To tackle this problem, Fedora 40 introduces a feature that can detect duplicate IP addresses. This feature, powered by address conflict detection, is automatically enabled. However, it's important to note that this addition specifically targets IPv4 addresses, as IPv6 already includes support to handle duplicates. And that's pretty much it. These are the exciting new changes to Fedora 40 that's going to be released on April 16. If you want to try Fedora 40 beta right now, do note that it only supports CPU. If you have an NVIDIA GPU or discrete graphic card, it won't boot the installer and you have to pass the argument to disable the GPU drivers while installing the beta version. Thanks for watching. This has been KSK Royal. I'll catch you in the next one.